Hi everybody, welcome. Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, time for Stamping with Denise. Welcome to everybody. I'm so glad you're here. Did everybody have a nice weekend? I'm glad to hear that. I'm going to share this here to my page. Hi Linda. Be right with y'all. Okay. Hello, Anne. Who else do I have? Okay, Anne and Linda. Okay. Did everybody have a nice 4th of July? I did. Wasn't fast. It was, the weekend was too short. Because I worked Thursday and Friday, so I just had my regular old Saturday and Sunday off. But kind of par for the course. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put the phone up in the holder. We're going to go ahead and get started. Oh, and before I forget, hold on. Our winner from last week is Karen Thomas. So Karen is going to get the super cute box that I made. Look at that. Using the nested dies. Isn't that cute? So I will get that out to you, Karen. And please like and share my video, and you might get a chance to win the project we're working on tonight. It's perfect for crafters. So I think you're going to like it. I'm going to put the phone up in the holder, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. So what I am going to be using today is the It Starts With Art stamp set and arts and crafts dies that go with it. It's really cute. It's really adorable suite of products, and it's got some great paper that goes with it too. That's very artsy, craftsy themed. I've shown you some of this before, I think, but I just thought I'd share again if you haven't seen it. So today we're going to be using some of the back sides of it. So and this is the card we're going to use. We're going to do, it says, you make everything sparkle. So if you've got that crafter in your life that you need to send a card to, someone who's a friend or just having a hard time or something, this might be a cute card to send them. So let me get started, and I just realized I forgot to bring my big shot over, so I'm going to go step away for just a second and go get that. And we'll probably start with that. Okay. Here we go. As most of y'all probably know, Stampin' Up! Is no longer working with Sizzix. They have decided to develop their own die cutting machine. I don't know when that's going to be coming out, but I think when it does, it will be absolutely awesome. Okay, so I wanted to show you on this card, you see this ribbon edge right here? It's made with this die. Problem is the die is shorter than the card, so I was going to show you how simple it is to just line it up, and you can have your little ribbon edge as long as you want it. So I thought we'd start out with that too. But actually, first I'm going to tell you this regular card base, half of an 8.5 and 11 sheet of paper cut in half. But once I folded it and scored it, I cut off what is that? How much is that? That is about a 1/2 inch. That was a 1/2 inch that was cut off of there for that little ribbon border. And I just think that is so cute. Yeah. And all the measurements are going to be in my, down below, as they always are when we're done. So let me show you we'll do the die cutting on this first. This is the only thing we have to die cut today. So I just took, this is a piece of scrap basic black, okay? And I just put the dye down. And of course, first pass is super simple. It's a little crooked here. Let me put it in the middle of the paper. There we go. Doesn't really make much difference here. There we go. Run that through. And I'll bring it back around to the other side so it's in place for the camera there. Okay. So you can see we've cut out the first part of it. But we need it a little bit longer. So all you gotta do is kind of line it up. I had no problem doing this before. Just hold on. What I think I'm gonna do is just overlap it a little bit. It's hard when I'm sitting, and you can just kind of get it in the groove. You know, the stitching will. Oh, come on. I had it, and then I moved. Hold on, I gotta stand up to do this. It really isn't that hard, except when you have people watching you do it. There we go. So I think we got it. Let's give that a try. Run it through. Okay. And there we go. Let me get the big shot out of the way. Okay. There we are. Punch out the little pieces here. Good. Okay. I think what I'm going to do, let me look at my sample and how I cut this. Yeah, I think I just started at one end and figured I needed it, what, 5.5? Yeah, I needed it 5.5. Got a little bit of overcut there. Just tear that piece off there. We measure out about 5. I'm not straight on my piece of paper, so you know what I'm gonna do? You know, this was supposed to cut that bottom edge. It didn't really cut it, huh? Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm okay. No, I'm not. But you know what? It's no big deal. I'm just gonna, for some reason, it didn't quite cut that edge. Or maybe it's not supposed to. Okay, but you know what I'm gonna do? I don't want it this big. I wasn't paying much attention. I'm just gonna trim right along this line here. You know, I get my projects ready a couple days in advance, and then I forget exactly how I did it. Okay, that's more than enough. There we go. Now we got 5.5 inches. I'll just cut that right there. And there we go. Let me get that out of my way. I can't believe, you know, though right now that what's going on is the incentive trip for those people who earned it, and they're on a cruise to the Greek Isle, and they've already got their hands on the Christmas catalog. Can you believe it? We have it's just had the 4th of July, and we're already thinking Christmas. Eek, eek, eek. Okay, perfect. The other thing you could do is attach it and then trim it off. Yeah, I'm a little long, so that's okay. We're gonna attach this with a little bit of snail here. Get that glue off there. Oh, do you know what I did? I put that on the wrong side. Good grief, Denise. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna do a new one because I just screwed that one up. I can't chew gum and talk at the same time. Walk and chew gum at the same time. Okay. I was not paying attention. I'm so used to gluing on the, putting adhesive on the back, you know? So we'll do this again. Oops, let me get those pieces out of there. It's part of what happens. It's like, you know, stuff happens on live TV, stuff happens on live videos. Let's see, okay. So I guess what I'll do is I'll just line this up at the edge of the paper then. Is what I'll try. So note to self, and all of you, when you glue that on, make sure you put the glue, the adhesive, on the front side of your die cut piece. So try that one more time now to extend it out a little bit longer. And that little piece out right there. Well, maybe it'll cut it out. Oh, shoot. Okay, so yeah, I can't believe we're already talking Christmas and we just had the 4th of July. But I guess when you're in retail, that's part of the it. I'm going to overlap this just like that. I think that's better. You could even use a little piece of washi tape to keep that in place if you needed to. Okay. Get that out of the way. Okay. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you line that die up at the edge of the paper. Okay. I'm gonna cut this right here. I'm gonna cut this way down here because I know I won't need that much. Get that out of the way. This time we're gonna put adhesive on the front side, on the correct side. So let's see about how far I want to go. To about there. Perfect. Okay. Seen a couple of sneak peeks from the incentive trip, you know, from the catalog. Some of them, I know there's some snowmen. I heard there's lots of new punches. So we'll see. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up just like this on my paper or on my card. Oh. I'm just going to line that up and just close that down right on that. Let me see here. There we go. There we go. Oh, man, I made that harder than it had to be, didn't I? Okay. There we go. I'm going to trim that edge. So if you're joining me a little late, please like and share my video and you might win this card that I'm making tonight. Okay, that's really the hardest part of the whole card. Really it is. Okay, so let me pull this back together, back here. And got this cute stamp with these spools, stacked spools of ribbon, which are just adorable. So we're going to stamp that on a die cut circle using the stitched framelits. Make sure I'm completely, and there you go. I just hold it for a second, gives the ink a minute to go right into the, I'm going to try my other one, into the paper, but I don't think I inked up my stamp completely. I think I've got a better coverage of ink, so we'll see. Oh, much better, much better. I'm glad I had a second one. Okay, we're gonna let that dry for just a second while we're doing that. See this cute little button? Oh, I had already, see there's lots of cute little die cuts here for some different shape buttons. So I used this one. I already cut out one of the blue buttons. And then you can use a 3/4 inch punch for the black piece. I have a piece of scrap, literally. And we're gonna attach that. And I think I'm gonna attach that with a glue dot because I can kind of, believe it or not, I can kind of tear the glue dot in half. So I don't have to worry about getting adhesive in the holes. So put part of it there. And a little bit of it right there. Put that right in the middle. And that's going to have a dimensional back. So it'll be ready to go. Okay, that has dried enough. So the colors I'm going to use to color in the thread, or the ribbon, this one is the dark Daffodil Delight. Move this out of the way. And I've got both shades of Gray Granite. I got the color lifter here in case I need it. I have the light Calypso Coral and the light Night of Navy. So I'm going to take just a second here. Now on the paint, on the pointy end, the brush end of these blends, you do not want to put any pressure on them. You want to just use them for your detail because you don't want to ruin them. So I think I can probably fill it in with the forend. Here we go. There we go. I like to color. Sometimes I'm kind of slow when I color. There we go. That's okay. I find it very relaxing. Okay, we're going to use the light Calypso Coral on the middle ribbon. So I'm going to use the paint or the brush end for that little piece, and then I'm going to use the broader end for the rest of it. There we go. If you don't have these blends, you need to invest in some of them. Pick a couple colors you like. Get the light and dark of both of them, and they are so much fun. Now the blue, because I'm coloring in the stripes, we are going to use this fine end. So we're going to just go every other. You have to be careful, they will bleed, so you want to use a very light touch. Otherwise you'll be kind of disappointed. So there we go. Okay, there's our ribbons are colored. Now I got to color in are the spools. I'm going to use the light Gray Granite first, and I'm just going to go over the whole top of the spool, and then that center part where the hole is, I'm going to go over with the dark, but that doesn't make it, I don't have to be too careful with that. As always, when you're using your blends, be sure you have something underneath them. They will probably bleed through, and you don't want to get something important underneath with ink on it. So, okay, I think that's good, and we'll do the rest then in the dark. Okay, whoops, I forgot one part I wanted to do. I have to go back and do the top of that middle spool with the light. But we'll do that as soon as we finish with this. I would love to hear from you all if there's particular projects you'd like to try, you know, something you'd like me to demonstrate, a technique. If I don't know it, I guess I can try to find, you know, figure out how to do it and demonstrate for y'all. So, you know, Stampin' Up! Has 2 specials going on right now. One is for every $50 purchase you make in July, that's before shipping and tax, you'll get a $5 coupon off of a purchase in August. So that's good. And then, of course, the starter kit. There's never any pressure to sell anything. Some people buy it and they're just, as we call them, happy shoppers, happy stampers. They you know, just buy to support their hobby, and maybe they have a couple friends that make a purchase here and there from them. It's a really good deal. They're getting, it's $99. There's free shipping, and I think you get, instead of getting $125, I think you get $155 in free product. And then if you then you get I believe it's a $10 coupon then to use on your first purchase before the end of October possibly. And the nice thing, if you're a demonstrator, you get to see get all the new catalogs first and all of that. Okay, so I've got some of my pieces together. This is a piece from that pack of paper. This one is 5.5 inches by 1.5 inches. We are going to put this on here. If you're coming in late, I wanted to tell Karen Thomas that she's the winner of tonight's card, or the card from last week. So it wasn't a card actually, it was that cute box that I made. So I will get that out to you. Make sure you share my video and like it, and you may win this card. Okay, now for the end, we just want to make a little pennant. This piece is 3/4 of an inch wide, and I'm just going to make a little pennant notch in it. Really super simple. I think I'm going to do this one too, and this one's 5/8, so it's a little bit narrower, but I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to do it at this, and I like this dark blue, this Pacific point. There we go. Okay. I'm going to put this piece down first. Right about there looks good. Let's see, put a little bit more adhesive there. Okay, I'll do this. And you notice they're a little bit longer, but that's okay, because then that way I can trim them off and I know that they're going to fit exactly. And put that right about like that. Then we'll open this up. Where's my scissors? And just trim this off right here. Very good. We are almost done. I'm going to put our little spool ribbon on here. And there we go. Put it right about so. Okay, we have one more stamp. These are the words that say you make everything sparkle, which I think is such a nice little sentiment. There we go. We'll put our little cute little button on here. Right about there maybe. And our rhinestones. I'm gonna use my little Okay, let's put one up here. Put one over here. Oh, right about there, I guess. And one. Got a card about sparkle. We got to give it a little sparkle, don't we? So there we go. You make everything sparkle. So I want to thank y'all for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. And I will see everybody back next week at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock Eastern. Next Monday with Stampin' and Denise. With Denise. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.